Hello everyone, my name is Singh. I hope your watercolor paintings are going great. You are doing great in your watercolor learning, and I hope you are learning from my channel. I'm getting a lot of response and a lot of queries on the various topic to work on, and which I am just taking one by one. So tonight I have taken very specific, the question from one of the my subscriber. Uh, he has one specific problem, which has the question is why my watercolors gets dirty. So this specific questions I get from several people, and they feel like when they make art, watercolor art, uh, it's like every time they make art, they see that the end result is like their paintings are a little bit of distracted because there's a lot of muddiness, and it looks like a little dirty, so because of this color and the various other reason. So I just thought that I should make one video for this for this concern. So in this watercolor tutorial, I'll be showing you this demo. So thank you so much, the person the joining tonight. So just give me a little moment. I just want people to join in. All right. So as I said, why our watercolor gets dirty. So there is a specific reason, and I don't want to call out several reason why our painting looks dirty. Typically, in my experience, I feel typically two reason uh, we should look at why our paintings are getting little dirty and having a lot of muddiness, which ultimately you really don't want, right? So that's the thing we wanted to come over. And end of this demo, you should understand that what all these two principles which you need to apply while doing this watercolor, especially for the beginner. So what I'll do is I will make a two part. Okay, so one is what exactly you are doing. Okay, and the second part will have what you should do, right? So that will give you a clear picture, how to come over of your issue, like those muddiness of your watercolor art. So let's first draw one, you know, one subject. So so in this case, I'll just make a one very quick one building sort of thing, and of course you need to make a lot of sketches as I said earlier. Okay, so and this is the kind of the building. Just assume that there is a one person here just below this building having tea and all, or probably they're just walking around. Okay, a very simple subject, and the similar subject I also want to paint here. So there's a one building, and one person here, hope this is visible. And there's some window, a very rough sketch I'm doing here. Okay, so typically in this case, uh, so what I'll do is first I'll just show you what exactly you are doing and why your paintings getting dirty. Uh, I'm doing this because I have seen many of my student and my even my workshop. They they do a lot of this mistake, and I'm bringing those experience from the various people they are doing. So based on that experience, I'm just teaching you. You might have a different some specific reason why it is getting dirty, but typically I'm just calling out why, most of the time, why your paintings get dirty. So I'll just come over this two principle. The very first thing is, what exactly a lot of people they do is, they they just work over and over. You know what I mean? It means that, let me show you. So I'm just mixing this yellow ochre and sepia. Okay, and let me show you this. And so what most of the time the people will do is, they just take uh, whatever color they want. In this case, I'm just using the sepia and ultramarine blue. So this is the problem, right? When you are doing this, till here you are fine. But what exactly, where the problem lies here is, you will take some color, like in this case, in this example, I've taken this ultramarine blue, and you will start overworking on it, you know, you will start and let it let's see here. You, in a very first wash, you have given very neat the color it is. But what you will do is, most of the beginners, they will do is, they'll take on the same color here and they'll say, "Okay, okay, and I'll fill something here," and they'll do something like this and something here like this, and then top of it, see here, this color is like in a yellow ochre and mixing with the sepia. So you need to have a complementary color. But in this case, most of the beginners, what they will do is, they'll just take some third color, which in this case, probably I'll just take this orange, and they'll put it like this. Then they will take something else, some other color, some green, some bit of it, and they'll just keep working on it. They'll keep working on it here and there. Okay, here and there, they'll just keep doing something else. They'll just feel like it'll give them some sort of texture or something. So basically, they'll play with several other color mixing. They try to mix several color. So mixing with each color has some unity. That is something which you have to take care of. But this case, a lot of people, they just they'll just go over and over and mix with several color all together. Okay, this way. I'm doing the exactly how people are doing. I'm not exaggerating anything here. It's completely based on the experience I have seen, the typical, the pattern I have seen in most of my students. Okay, and they'll just do something like this. So this, by the way, this is too human we are creating. and some shadow. So you'll never feel like you should stop. That's the another thing. Okay, like this. And then the windows. Okay, so there is a basically there is a confusion between the color, which color has to go, where, and which color has to mix with, which will go well with watercolor. So if you can just see here, so there is a lot of color mixing. So all I wanted to say here is there is a lot of work, there is a lot of colors being introduced here. So that is something we should avoid, especially if you are in a beginner. So typically this is I hope you are able to see. Okay. Okay, so there is a lot of confusion here, and we should just stick with some certain color, and let's avoid having too many colors here and all that. So basically what you need to do here is, let's assume that you wanted to have this yellow occur. I'm just taking this yellow color. So very first thing what you need to do, you need to make your art very clean and very clear, right? So you need to have a very clear understanding of what color it is, and if I'm taking this color, what is that complementary color so we can introduce here. So I've just taken this uh, yellow ochre, and I'll just mix with the same pattern here what we did here, mix with sepia. Okay, and now the moment I'm going down, or if I want to introduce some new color, I will just go ahead with the sepia with the little darker pigment. Okay, I have done it here. I will not even touch it. That's all. We are not going to do anything in this. Once there will be a little bit of moisture, so we'll do a little touch up. Other than that, we are not going to touch. And this is where your painting gets spoiled. You're having too many colors and all of those introducing a new color and all of those. Basically, it's it gives you a little the color, the busy color. So so far I'm here. I'm just stick with this two color. Now if I feel like there is some little bit of little bit of more depth here, I can go here and I'll just take on a little depth. I'll take a more darker tint here. I'll not mix a lot of water. I'll just have a little bit of water here, and I'll go over. Okay, so now you see this. There is no much, the color introduced. I have sticked with only two color, right? And because of that, you have a very neatly, the breeding happen here from here to here, and you are in a very much control. So the moment I'll introduce any new color, this will get something like this. And top of it, what happens is, excuse me, once your painting get dry, okay, that's the another reason why your painting get looks so much muddy. When this get dry, you will try something even more different, like you will take a color uh, and start working over and over here like this. Okay, you'll just try to give a new patch. Probably you'll just take a new color or something like this. Okay, some patches here and there, so you should avoid that. Okay, so now let's take on this example. We have this two person. Now still stick with the little bit of same pigment, and these there's another guy. Little shadow. Okay, and I'll make a little more depth here if I need. So if I want to make a little depth here, I'll just mix with some color which still be look like a family of this your background color. So I will never introduce any new color. At least you should consider doing this at least when you are in a beginning level. Once you'll go in a semi-advanced level at least, then you will be able to manage your pigment, and this is what I was talking about here. A little bit of thing, but still, I mean, I'm not going to do lot of work here, just a little bit, and that's all. So I hope you got it from here what I wanted to explain. So moment you are going to walk over and over here, let's take an example of even this. uh, Now you have a very neat, very neatly the color here. But if you once this get dry, and if you want to do another second patch, and if you'll just make, if you'll introduce the new color, like this ultramarine blue or any other new pigment here which is not a part of the family of this color, then that may give a little different feel of it, and it might look like a little dirty. So I would suggest you to just stick with a very minimal color palette. Have, if you are mixing the colors, have it just one or it, just a two color, not more than that. If requires, you go for a third color, but just remember that whatever the color you are giving, it should be the part of the family. It should not be completely out. Now, in this context, you're having this this yellow occur, and then suddenly you are introduced top of it this ultramarine blue, and then you have gone over and you just introduce something new, and this happens. friends, this happens. I've seen that. So, so just if you are doing this, I would request you to please stop doing this and just uh, look at the other tutorials. How does it actually happening? And I hope this tutorial will help you to enhance your learning experience of watercolor. So thank you so much everyone for watching this video. I hope this video has helped you. So if you don't know about my watercolor class, I've started my watercolor class in Skillshare, and if you so you can just go over and see such kind of painting. You can start learning from my watercolor class on Skillshare. So the link I'll be providing in my description down below, and there will be a lot of watercolor class coming up in my Skillshare class. So I would request you to go and join, follow me in Skillshare, and yeah, that's about it. Make a lot of art, be happy. Whenever you're making any art, just try to be happy and enjoy the process. Don't get so much of frustration that your watercolors is not improving and all that. That will definitely improve, and it should. Only thing is you need to follow some of the right process. That's all. So thank you so much everyone. If you have not subscribed my channel, then I would say please subscribe my channel and look for another video very soon. Thank you everyone. Good night and take care.